Hey there, I heard you want to get paid to post, so let's get into it. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why posting more is not working and figure out exactly what needs to be put in place for content to turn into cash. Let's go. The first thing I like to do is get you familiar with the ABA content cycle. Educate, entertain, inspire. It's simple, there's only 3 parts of it, and you just need to think every week when you plan out your content, all right, does my content rotate effectively between education, entertainment, and inspiration? If it doesn't, we need to fix it up, because what we want is equal amounts of each piece of content to really attack each level of your sales funnel. Once you've got it cycling nicely, you can then start inserting your content now. I always like to say the first thing you should do is figure out your content pillars. What are there? Like for me, my name's Adara. I talk about all things social media and content creation for entrepreneurs and creators. That's me, that's my generalized niche and my umbrella content pillar. Once you've got your umbrella content pillar, you can start deciding what goes underneath it. So if you're a lifestyle creator, for example, lifestyle could be your overall, but then you could have fashion, makeup and shoes underneath it. They're 3 completely different sub-niches, but they all still fit perfectly under your content umbrella. So once you've got your content down to a T, my best recommendation would be to actually make a content calendar. This can be done on paper, in Notion, Trello, whatever you want. I'm not bothered as long as it works. You just need to make sure that you're planning ahead and actually accounting for things happening in life. A lot of creators, they get to 5 o'clock at night and they're like, right, I want to post now. Let me film something real quick, edit it and get it posted the same day. That's insanity. We need to be content batching, be efficient with your time and your energy. Every Sunday, get together, get your camera or your phone and your lights, whatever you use, have a few outfits ready and just batch film. Whether it's 2 YouTube videos and 6 reels or 9 reels total, but you're switching the top every 2 reels, those are effective ways to actually get you a large amount of content for the foreseeable 2, 3, 4 weeks without burning out. Because filming every day is the #1 best, easiest way to get burnt out, and that is not what we're trying to do as paid to post creators. Once you batch that content and you've got your content calendar, it's time to get it scheduled. Now, a lot of creators don't actually know that you can schedule things natively in the Instagram app. There are obviously other external platforms like Planoly, Loomly, Meta Business Suite even, but I would always say if you're predominantly working on Instagram, literally just do it natively on Instagram, because it's so easy to edit and change things up. If you don't like it, you also obviously get notified when it's being posted too. So it keeps you in the frame of mind of, all right, today we've got another one going out at 6 o'clock, tomorrow, same thing again. It keeps you consistent and it also keeps you accountable, because you can see, all right, this week I've had 6 posts go out there. I filmed a week ago. I'm kind of running out now. I better start batching again this Sunday. And it's just constantly running through that cycle of picking the content out of your content pillars, cycling it through educate, entertain, inspire, sticking it in your content calendar, getting it filmed and getting it distributed. Once you've got the system running, it is so simple and so easy to keep going, because it's repeatable. There's nothing really that changes. You don't need to deviate too far from the norm. You know, every week you've got that certain day that you're going to be filming for X amount of hours, and you just need to crack on. Most creators think that posting more equals more sales or more views or more followers. That is not the case, because your post is literally just distribution. Aimless distribution is literally like betting on a losing lottery every single day. If we do not have a strategy behind what we're posting, there's no way it's going to take off and there's no way it's going to do what we want it to do. Because all this distribution, you know, it could be betting every single day, posting, but all of that is just noise if there's 0 direction or clarity behind the voice and the messaging that you're actually going to give out to people. Because the message you put out is the energy that you get back. They always say that your vibe attracts your tribe, and that is so true when you're posting content. Be you, inject your personality, and actually have that vision. When I say vision, I mean know exactly who you're talking to, how you can help them, and what is going to get them to convert into either a follower or a paying customer / client. Because the content itself, that's not really the business. The business is you. The content just helps accelerate the growth and bring more people in at a quicker rate than if you was to not post at all. The next part I'm going to get into is your misalignment. So a lot of women are really good at making absolutely beautiful pieces of content. It's aesthetic, it's the vibe, it's got a nice trending sound behind it, and there might be even a little bit of value in there. But the problem is there's inconsistent messaging. So if you've not got a consistent message, how are you going to turn that content into income? Well, you're not, because you're not consistent and you're not repeating the same thing to your audience over and over again. What we want to do with the content is literally attack the viewer's subconscious mind. We need to be in front of their face every single day, posting. Whether it's a reel, post, carousel, story, it doesn't matter. You just need to stay visible and stay present. Because when you do that and you talk about your unique selling point or whatever you have to offer them, that is when they're going to start considering buying. The only thing stopping them from buying right now is consistency with clear messaging. Those two together literally marry up so well and allow your viewer to have that clarity to know, all right, I know that Adara does everything content and everything getting paid to post. She said it 10 times. I've seen 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 reels that are saying it. I'm gonna now click the link in the bio. But that action does not happen without repetition of the message. So when I speak about messaging, I also wanna get into number one, your offer, and also your call to action. If your offer is not clear or you've got 10 different offerings, how are you supposed to know what to sell that person? And how is that person supposed to know what to buy? Wouldn't it be easier if you just had one signature offer and then maybe retainers after it or any other add-ons that they can have later? But that one offer is going to get you so much more business than having 10, 20 different offers that are all at different prices and all attack different pain points. That brings me on to my next thing, which is your call to action. So when you post a video or you've got your stories going up on Instagram or wherever, you always want to tell the viewer where to go at the end of it. So you could keep it simple and say, tap the sticker to receive a little freebie or a free YouTube training video, or you could literally be direct and say, all right, click the link in my bio to get X and Y. Keep it simple, don't overcomplicate it, and most importantly, don't be too salesy and harsh, because when it gets harsh, the viewer's like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. You've got to keep it sweet. Now, when you're creating content, there's always a little missing piece that I like to teach my clients: conversion logic. You've got your call to action, then you get the person off the app. Once you've got them off the app, you then want to get them into your ecosystem and actually get them onboarded onto your offer, the signature offer that I just mentioned. Because Instagram's job is literally just to start the relationship, to get people in the door. You know, using your sales funnel, you got your top of funnel content, your middle of funnel content, and your bottom of funnel content. You're using those 3 layers to post, and Instagram's doing exactly what it's meant to do by getting eyes on that page. Once the eyes on that page, you need to make it mega clear how to get them off that app, whether it's directly to your website, Linktree, Calendly, email, DM, whatever it may be. You just need to get them into your world. Because let's be so real, money is not made on Instagram. Like, your money is made off the app, whether it's for your coaching offer, your consulting, your products, your services, whatever it may be. That money is not made on Instagram at all. And the way to get them off the app is through your call to action. Now, like I said, it does not need to be harsh and crazy salesy. It's just a gentle invitation that is clear and makes them actually want to enter your world. I like to think of it more as guidance and leadership, because when you are obviously speaking to prospects or potential clients, make them think that the ball's in their court. So it was their idea to click, it was their idea to go on your website, it was their idea to book the consultation call. Keep it positive in that sense. Now we're going to get into your offerings. Why make it hard for yourself? Why not just have one clear offer instead of having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ones? You can have your high ticket offer at the top, which could be coaching, consulting, whatever services you've got to offer. Then you could have your mid ticket offer. That could be something as simple as a digital product or an online course. Quite passive. There may be some support calls in there or whatever, but most of the time it's going to be semi-passive. Then you've got your low ticket offerings, which could be things like eBooks, templates, any type of digital product. They are totally passive, because once you've made them, and then the sales just flow in. The very bottom of that would be a lead magnet. Now, with your lead magnet, you could give away a little bit of free advice or some tips in the form of an ebook or a newsletter. You could get them into your system by making them sign up to the newsletter so that you can provide value consistently. With that consistent value, obviously there's those consistent touch points. Once you've got the consistent touch points, that is when you're going to start seeing the return, because people are going to want to learn more and delve a little bit deeper into who you are and what you do. And to sum it up, multiple offers literally just confuse your audience and drain your energy. Why would you focus on selling 6 different things when you can focus on selling one and becoming the absolute master of it? When you've got one offer, your content is 10 times sharper. You build that trust so much faster because people hear you say the same thing over and over again. and it simplifies decisions for your viewers. So to put it simply, when your offer is clear, your content will literally just write itself. There's no need to stress about it because you already know what's coming, they already know what's coming. It's just about expanding on it a little bit more. We've got the basics covered. Now we need to think about actually getting you those deals. How is a brand supposed to approach you if your content is literally fun, games, girly pop, woohoo, but there's no email address? There's no way for them to access your previous work. There's no media card or rate card in there if you're comfortable sharing your prices. Like, we need somewhere for the brand to go. So the first thing we need to do with content is literally audit that whole page right now. Is your bio very clear? Does it say exactly who you are and what you do or how you help people? Is there a little secondary line and then a third call to action or somewhere for the people to go? Highlights. Whatever you do, just make sure we're not doing more than 7, because if you've got a plethora of different highlights and the viewers got to go through like 30, 40, 50, they're not going to do it. So you need to make sure that those highlights that you've got are actually meaningful and impactful. Now we're on to the feed. Does all this content align with your future self? Yes or no? If it doesn't, let's get rid of it. There's no need to have expired content on your page right now. Yes, it helps your engagement rate, but does it align with the person that you're trying to become? Probably not. So we're gonna get rid of those old posts and we're gonna start aligning all future content with the best version of yourself. Think about who you wanna be in the next year or 5 years, whatever you wanna do. Then think about, all right, what type of brands does this person work with? Once you've got those two, you can then bring them together and figure out your tone of voice and the tone/vibe of your content. Once you've got that down for a T, it's time to improve all your digital assets. I teach all of this and more inside the Pay to Post one-to-one coaching program, but I would like to give you guys a little freebie, because if you've made it to the end of this video, you're focused and you're aligned. So DM me the word purple print on Instagram and you will receive a free copy of my purple print ebook. This usually retails for around $50 to $60, but I'm going to give it to you guys today for free. Send me the DM and it will be straight in your inbox. I hope you enjoy.